I just think that's such a wonderful thing, for the bats helping raise money and also helping educate, because frankly, I had no idea bats enjoyed belly dancing that much. So, here to tell you a little bit more about that is Kim Hall-Gass.
Why, thank you. I am Kim Hall-Gass, and I am a bat biologist. I have my degree in wildlife ecology and worked for the Vermont Fish and Wildlife Department doing bat research. Thank you. I have often been called Batgirl, not because of my Spanx bodysuit or my cape, but because of my obsession with bats. When you get a large tattoo of an Egyptian fruit bat flying out of your bat cave, that safely counts as an obsession. Now, making it fly, that's a completely separate skill set. I not only went species specific, I went individual specific. Her name is Cleopatra, and she's a rescue bat that lives in Texas. That's right, you'll meet her later. As a bat biologist, people have no idea what you do or how that is a paying job. Some think I am Batman's sidekick. Oh my God, so you're like Batgirl? You looked way hotter on TV. No, like for reals, what happened to you? Ew. And others feel compelled to tell me the most horrific story or myth about bats. So let's set the record straight. Bats are not rats with wings. They will not get caught in your hair. And no, I don't want to hear how you took one out with a tennis racket. Bats are awesome. Because no bats, no tequila! Yeah, that's right. Bats pollinate the agave plant, which makes tequila. You're welcome. Or I'm sorry, depending on your relationship with tequila. Also, a single bat can eat 1,000 mosquitoes per hour. Yeah, 1,000 an hour. Think about that next time the little blood-sucking vampires are draining you dry. The mosquitoes. Not the bats. So, bats have apparently been named by Dr. Seuss. Up bat, down bat, gray bat, brown bat. Yeah, if it's little and it's brown, it's a little brown bat. If it has a small foot, it's a small-footed bat. If it has a long tongue, no, that's a good date. Yeah, you hang on to that one. My favorite, though, is the hoary bat. I'm not making that up. Yeah, you have to be in the field for a long time for a bat to start looking slutty. Unless it's the long-tongued bat. Now, I know alien abductions are real because I have been the alien. Just go with me on this one. At the Vermont Fish and Wildlife Department, I researched Indiana bats, an endangered species, obviously from Indiana. To help the bats, we wanted to save the trees the bats had their pups in, their maternity roost. To know what trees to save, we put transmitters on the pregnant or lactating females, followed them back to their maternity roost, save the trees, save the bats, save the world. Yeah, but bats live in mosquito-infested environments because the bats gotta eat like 1,000 an hour. So, to protect ourselves from mosquitoes and black flies and ticks, we would cover every inch of skin and wear a mosquito net over our face in addition to our headlamp. We looked like faceless cyclops. To capture the bats, we used a mist net, which looks like we stole the hairnet off Paul Bunyan's lunch lady. We would string this up between two 20-foot poles, stretch it across the trail, and then wait for the dumb bats. Because you could see the smart ones flying around the net. So all captured bats were identified by sex and species. To check if a bat is male or female, you have to blow the fur away from the bat's genital area, like in the 70s. Or some of you now, I don't judge. And if it was a female, to see if it was lactating, I would try and express milk from its nipple. So I was paid to blow bats and pinch their nipples. Oh yes. Now, if it was a lucky pregnant or lactating Indiana bat, we would attach a tiny transmitter to her shoulder blades and then track her using radio telemetry, which is essentially driving around in the dark with a giant antenna sticking out your window like E.T. trying to phone home. We would track the bat until the transmitter fell off, mark any trees she stayed in as potential maternity roost. Now, think about all that from the bat's point of view. Lurleen, I am telling you, I was abducted by aliens. I was flying along, just minding my own business, when suddenly I was trapped in this invisible force field. These aliens took me. They had no faces, just a light shooting out the forehead. And they probed me and blew on my lady bits. But what's worst, they pinched my nipples. You know how sensitive my nipples are when I am lactating. Junior already has his teeth. Well, they put this metal thing on my back. I couldn't see it, but I knew it was there, and they followed me until that thing fell off. Lurleen, I know you don't believe me, but I am telling you the truth. You know, that accent is a very accurate way of identifying Indiana bats. Okay, so, are you guys ready to see Cleo fly? Okay, I don't usually drop trow at a comedy show, but this is all in the name of science. But I can't see what's going on back there, so if you see the feet, yell stop, because that's just above the bat cave, and we are not licensed for that type of show. You know the best thing about this tattoo? I don't get fatter. I get a more impressive wingspan. Save a bat, save your margarita.
Give all gas, ladies and gentlemen.